Good afternoon, everyone. Folks, we're running into the last week of the actual process here, and listening to some of you people over the time, even through the Facebook page, and just talking to people, there seems to be this sort of like not fear, but it's what we're going to do next, okay? Because you've had an action-packed 6 weeks, everyone's been laid on, you've been held by the hand, you've been took along, everyone's been laid on for you, and really what we're looking at now is what you're going to do next, okay? Because you went from doing so much, and then it's the fear of, oh, what do we do? What's happening next? So I've actually looked and sort of drew up a little bit of a thing for you here, and you can actually see all you guys have basically came, maybe you haven't, but I'm just making a slight assumption. We went from 0 to 6 weeks, okay, with a 6-week process, and over that time we've done lots of activity. So I've listed most of the activities we've been doing. Excuse me if I've left anything out here, but you've done running, walking, dancing, cycling, you've done some resistance training, you know, you've used different tools for doing that. You've also used body weight with myself, doing like the stuff up in the school there, flexibility, stroke core work there with Andrew, social events where we came together, you go out and do treasure hunts and all those things. That's lots of activity. And really coming off the back of that, folks, into the next period, what I will say is that's surreal. You cannot keep up that 6 week like that, doing all those activities. You cannot do it, okay? And you don't actually have to do it to that extent, and that's the really, really great part here. So come off the back of it, people think, look, I'm doing loads of stuff, doing very little, I'm a failure. It's not like that. You will not keep that up. And take it from me, I've been in this game for a very, very long time, and I've seen people that have tried to maintain a very high level and volume of that type of thing, they break down. They break down and then they end up stopping exercise, and then other things can happen, okay? So really looking through here, with this 6 week point, now I've drew across and for your life, you know, what's enough? When are you going to do it? How much? I'm going to sort of cop out a little bit, but I'm going to put across here, it depends. And that really, really is a big sort of area. It does depend. It depends on you. It depends on different factors. Children, do you work? Do you have your own business? Do you have loads of different other factors affecting that will hold you back from doing exercise? But here's the really good thing. What I would suggest is this here. You want to solidify 2 workouts a week. 2 workouts, okay? Thinking back to it now, folks. Initially went for walks and all that. Things like a walk is not a workout. Okay, I'm sorry to burst the bubble on some people, but a walk is not a workout. A walk is a mode of transport that we, all of us, are designed to do. I mean, that's why we've got feet, legs, all that. We're designed to walk. So that's actually more of a headspace thing. Some other people like to use running, okay? That's a headspace thing too. A lot of the time you go out and you do those things, right? So really it's about getting the balance of all those things. But really, when it comes to it, you actually want to solidify, say 8 a month is a really good number. Yes, there's going to be times where you can get more than that done. That's fine. What I'm really trying to put across here is you do not have to marry to doing sort of 6, 7 things a week. Yes, it's great if you can do that. Your body copes with it. You're recovering from those things and you're not breaking down. Fabulous you're doing that. In my experience, very, very few people get away with that. And so really, for most people, I think 8's a great number to sort of base out as an average. Yes, there's going to be months you'll get 12s done. You're probably going to a wedding sometime. You'll probably boost that up to 16 in a month because there's something really to focus on that time. So really, folks, coming off the back of this here, it's you've had an experience of loads of different things. And you've got loads of different options on what you're going to do in this time and the times ahead. So really, I'll reiterate again, do what your body enjoys, do what you enjoy, and the big thing out of all this is consistency is the key, okay? Try and just be consistent, shoot for the magic number of 8 workouts a month. If you get more than that, brilliant. And if you don't, okay, when you drop below that number, that's when people tend to drop away from exercise. Okay, guys, speak to you this week and have a great day.